go ahead and take one if you'd like.
Take one for Wyatt.
Welcome back to Team Midgets TV. Thank you so much for clicking on the channel. We are racing midgets at Farmer City, Illinois. We were really fast last night, and we had some issues with the brakes, but it's a new night, beautiful night, and yeah, we were getting ready to go qualify. Hot out to qualify, no practice. Car should be good. We've been here for 2 nights now, testing the first night, then racing last night. Okay, we're gonna go get some engine heat. I got the Ray-Bans Meta sunglasses with a camera, just kind of trying them out. I don't know that I would ever race with these on because they're a little tight in my helmet, but check out the sights and the sounds of the late model race. We're getting ready to fire off the 7X. How do you like this brand new Racer X wheel? Isn't that good looking? Oh yeah. This is a pretty neat place. It's a late model track, but they got a horse track around the outside. We're about to fire up on the horse track. Check out this old grandstand. How about that? Thank you. I'm ready when you are. Fuel's on. You always try to get it to idle right before you get to the pit area. See, look, no gas. I pull it out of gear, it's gonna idle perfect. Well, it looks like we're throwing some water on the top here. Alright, go time. We didn't get practice, but because we raced her yesterday, it is qualifying time. She looks pretty juiced up down here.
Good?
We're good.
Right. Here we go.
Had some time because the late models were qualifying after us, so I got the drone up and did a little bit of qualifying. The drone doesn't have sound, so I have to put sound to it, but what a cool event. You know, the late models bring an amazing crowd. If you came to the races, thank you so much. If you're watching Team Midgets TV, thank you so much. The late models were a lot of fun to watch. A great group of guys.
and very fun cars to watch. They're fast, they make a ton of power. But back to Midgets.
The trick is to not make it smoke. If it's smoke, it's getting hot, and that can actually seal the right rear. Down here, but I feel like it's potentially greasy still. I start on the outside front row, so it doesn't matter. All right, buddy.
Speed again here tonight. What do you need to get through the feature? Obviously this car is very fast heading into the second night.
Yeah, we drove around everybody. Top side's up here, buddy. The boys are trying to go win the race on lap 1, but it didn't work out for them because this Ford drove around everybody on the top.
Team is showing maybe the young guys are out, but the top side's working.
Well, it is almost go time. We are waiting for the B-main for the modified, and we start on the front row. We were second in points, so that starts us outside front row.
I had some camera issues, but this one was working, and it is green flag. We started on the outside front row. I had nowhere to go but to rip the lip. And it looks like the bottom might have been a little bit better. But we geared this thing to run the top because the night before we were gear set down and it just wanted to blow the tires off in the slick. They go red here. Let's try that again. And green. I am smashing the pedal. I feel like we weren't up to temp. And the thing wasn't making, its big power right off the get-go because it eventually gets up on the pipe and gets ripping. But the top of 3 and 4 is pretty good. The top of 1 and 2 is just too far around for the moisture that's on the bottom down there. So, time to work my way to the bottom and make laps around here. Like I said, we geared for the top, and so I really have to hit it right on the bottom because it's not quite pulling it. But it's a big track around the top and a small track around the bottom. You can see it's trying to wheelie there. She's He's got some grunt.
Alright, my camera shut off, but we're getting a little bit better through the middle. Looks like we're getting pushed back off.
Miss the bottom here and end up in the slick, but everything from the bottom has kind of got thrown to the middle, and when the bottom starts slowing down and you don't have the moisture to get drive, you start driving the car harder and try to stick the bar in the middle. So the top camera finally shut off. It was a long race with a lot of reds. I cut a lot of that out, and so this is my side camera, and Canon just went for a ride. You guys missed that. It was awesome. Which means the top is super treacherous.
Well, I talked Donnie into putting a quarter in after last night, and I just can't stick it. Midgets is tough. Gotta have a good car in the feature. Heat races just get you there.
Alright, the bottom is going away. I think they moved an infield tire out 1 and 2, and I was like, I can't run the bottom anymore. I have to make the top work and go where they are not. I go to the top here on a 2-lap green, and I pick Denny off. We got 2 laps to go here. I'm running third by ripping the lip because the bottom has went away. Burn this thing in better than I have all night. But Key's doing the slider line, and if he would have been running the top, I could have bombed a slider there and got him, but he's just kind of hard to read because he's using up the entire track. I get the right front end above the cushion, and that kind of ruins it. I had the speed to drive by them, but didn't want to risk it. Long race to crash it coming out for the checker. We made a podium. That's really all that matters. We're making progress. This Ford rips. It's just ironing out the details. I wish I could tell you the details, but
Check it out. Oh yeah, we put this thing up on the podium despite having, it sounds like we had a bent right rear wheel. Man, we've been fighting so hard to make this thing awesome, but we just keep catching little gremlins. You know, the thing was amazing in the heat, and it was amazing until it's bent, huh? Dude, it shook. It shook. How did she do?
She got it in her mouth. She didn't cry.
Racetrack,
the
baby.
whole way. Look at her face.
Just imagine that thing spinning.
100 mile an hour. I know.
That's bad.
Well, we made another podium, so close. We had a bent wheel. Must have crashed it, and we didn't check it. And it shook really bad, but you'll have that. Hey, thank you so much for watching Team S TV. Exciting night of race, and as always,